Karibu sana mheshimiwa. Kindly introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. My name is Honorable Florence Ouma, also known as Nyaruoth. I am a nominated MCA from the County Assembly of Homa Bay, County of Endless Potential. I am nominated under the Party of Orange Democratic Movement, that is ODM.
You are amongst the dignitaries that have actually showed up here for Raila. This must be an emotional day.
Very emotional. Actually, it is one of the most unanticipated days ever. Yes, we know that is inevitable, and we know everyone, each of us will die. But Baba dying at this time, that is a big blow to us as the Orange people.
But it's not just mourning, but also celebrating a life of a well lived, of course, by Raila Odinga.
Yes, we are mourning and we are celebrating. Actually, having lived up to 80 years, the Bible, I'm a Christian, and believing in the Bible, we are given a lifespan of 70 years. Any years after that is supplementary. And we thank God for the years that Baba has been with us. That is why we are here to celebrate his life. That is why at times we get time to dance and do that. Because even the death that Baba has died is an honorable death. That tells you the honor that we have. Even the birds, even the animals are celebrating Baba. You saw yesterday in Kisumu, everything. The birds came to celebrate. Yeah, we are happy with where he has brought us, but we are sad where he has left us.
He's fought for the rights of women. And of course, one of the key issues that he's actually fought for is a promulgation of the 2010 Constitution, a progressive constitution that actually gives the women of this country an opportunity. Not just in politics, but every sphere of life.
Actually, as a woman, we celebrate Baba so much. This issue of a third gender rule. Actually, if Baba would have lived another 10 years, I am sure the nomination would be going to the men. Because the space that Baba has given to us, the leadership spaces, political spaces, and any other space that has been given to the women, we attribute it to Baba. You see, if it weren't for Baba, even our governor, Gladys Atieno Nyasuna Wanga, wouldn't be the chair. And actually, true to his words, there's something that we usually say, that anything that Baba sees sitting down, we can't see even if we climb on Mount Everest or Mount Kenya. He knows how to see leadership qualities, and he knows how to pick the right people. And he knew very well that women can really lead well. And that one, the women who have had an opportunity to get into the political spaces have also not disappointed. Actually, even the nominations that we are having, if it were not for Baba, because you remember, even in political spaces, there has been a struggle of how to bring women on board, and whether even to seclude other electoral areas for direct nomination so that they are elected there. But now that the formula hasn't really come in place, then the nomination came in. You see that? But you remember in 2022, for the women, especially the MPs who were there, he ensured that he said they were given direct tickets. And true to that, even as Homa Bay, you know, Homa Bay as a county has the highest number of women MPs. And actually, even if we cascade down to the counties, it has one of the highest number of elected MCAs as women. You see that? That is because of the way he embraces women. Yeah. So as women, this is a loss, because we were looking forward to a time when, you remember now, even the governors from G7, they were looking forward to G16. However, now they are G6. They are looking, and Baba was one of the people who was pushing for it. Even this idea of Nyinam, as much as our patron is Mama Aida Odinga, but Baba has been behind it.
Of course, his footsteps or footprints in terms of just ensuring that women actually have a space in the political circle cannot be gainsaid. Thank you very much, Florence. Of course, we will again have a chance to speak to you, but thank you very much. We allow you to go and celebrate Baba. Thank you very much. Of course, a woman leader who has actually benefited from the efforts of Raila Amolo Odinga, and more specifically the space that has actually been created by the new constitutions in terms of ensuring that indeed women have an equal right in terms of participating in or actively participating in the country's politics. Now, we have talked about so many things. Talked about his fight for the constitution. We have fought about his fight for free speech. We have talked about his fight for women and generally shaping the country's politics. But there's one sector that has felt the goodness of Raila Amolo Odinga over the years, the media sector. The media sector, of course, for a very long time, his functions have always made top stories. In newspapers, he's been a constant headline in so many newspapers. But the question we're asking ourselves as media, who actually have covered him over the years, what next after Raila? Just to help us understand how we have covered Raila over the years in this region and of course across the country is my colleague Festus Amimo. Amimo works for Radio Mayenga in KBC, and he has actually covered Raila Amolo Odinga for over 20 years. Festus, a big blow to the media industry.
Yeah, indeed it is a big blow to the media fraternity. You remember pretty well, Simon Achola, that Raila himself was news to us. Raila himself, whether he sits in whatever manner, that hits headlines. So in the media industry, we've lost someone who could give us information that could hit headlines. Raila Amolo Odinga was a great man. He was a great man in the way he dances, the way he walks, in the way he does